Alright, boys. Let me center myself. So this is my boy. His name? Do I really need to introduce him? It's Flutternut Scunterkunk. And as you can see, I've been playing him for a little bit. And he does not like men, but he will bone men. I thought that'd be important. Happy Pride. Sorry for the gang symbol. But anyway, so let me catch you up. When he first started life, he started as a gym rat from the old starting hovel here in Oasis Springs. It was a pitiful abode. Nothing like this wonderful hillsy area he's in now. So, brother had a dream. A dream to become one of the more interesting Sims you'll ever see. Man's. He wakes up. He's on that grind. He's grinding out these Grim Reaper challenges that are gone now for some reason. They were just here for Halloween, I guess. Anyway, he's grinding those out, and while he's doing it, he's getting aspiration points. You may see where this is going. Man's, filled with aspiration points, just starts hogging stuff down from here. He just starts absolutely chugging them. And so, Man's quickly gains all of this by just schmoozing up the Grim Reaper, absolutely schmoozing him. So, once he's been successfully schmoozed, Man's gets a little bored. So then, he starts going down the aspiration tree. And you want to know the first thing he did? Serial romantic. Made him a player. I think he did some friend stuff. He tried to be a public enemy there for a little bit. He didn't have the heart in him. Yeah, he became a confidant, which was the worst thing he ever did. And he became a friend of the world. These all happened out of that old abode. Then he switched to the military career shortly after taking on this housing job that he was building. It was merely a bottom floor with no furnishings, and I used the trick where I used like unpaved concrete just for all the floors, and then I put like one swab of the floor. So anyway, he was living off of pennies. Mans was broke as shart. And then he realized, why doesn't he just get his money up by schmoozing people like he did the Grim Reaper? This is where his best money-making scheme came to fruition. You see, every time he talks to someone and asks for a large loan, they 100% of the time give him 2,000 simoleons. And combined with the small loan, it's 2,500 simoleons. Stop. No, you're ruining your chances with this broad. Yeah, you tell him. Anyway, then he can invite his whole squad, and he can just go up to them each individually. Like, look at so what he would do is he would invite the current lot, and then he'd get all of the broads. All of the freaking broads. He would invite them 8 at a time. He'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then he'd close out of this, and then he'd invite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so you'd end up with like freaking like 32 broads. And dude, because love that bisexual energy. Anyway, he would end up porking this frick, and then he'd pork someone on the street, you know, get that broad, get that bread, then he'd leave. He would absolutely go up to all of them and be like, money, sir? Money, sir? And they'd be like, why, of course, why, of course, why, of course. And I don't know what to say. It frickin' worked. Man is now loaded. He's got double... he's got his money that's invested in this house and then double. This thing's like 80k. He's encroaching upon 80k. So Mans is now loaded. He's in the army career. He's a decorated war vet. We love that for him. And Mans really needs to shave. He's in his Amish arc. He had a bit of an Amish arc there where he tried to live off the grid until he realized that it was stupid and there were like no lights in the Sims that looked good and were off grid. So Mans was just like, that's stupid. Anyway, now we're into modern day. This all happened a while ago, and this one is like the first one that I remember in any depth. So Mans. Anyway, we'll get back to that. Mans, he gets a bit bored of life, a little bit of a bored. So then he gets one of his werewolf babes, which, by the way, awooga arf arf. He gets this broad to bite him because the Sims vampire reuse animation vibe. Anyway, he gets bit. He becomes a werewolf. He's not having a good time. He scares a lot of his broads, and then he realizes that he needs to get control of this quick. The only way he can control it is by not scaring anyone. Not scaring anyone for an entire transformation where he's the werewolf and then he goes back to human. So what he decides to do is he decides to go underground, build himself a little dingy basement, lock himself in here, and then just like pee himself multiple times. Like he would do the Mark Territory. Well, first of all, when he did this and he was already transformed, he couldn't control himself. And then the second time I triggered it, someone came in here and got scared and then left because I gave them the house keys. Foolish, foolish me. So I took away all their house keys and I locked this for everyone and made sure that, because this broad tried to get in again, so I made sure that it was barricaded and Mans was properly locked in here. And then I started making him pee himself, which for some reason increases your fury level. And then at maximum fury, you transform. So Mans transforms. He's running around in circles, all peed off. Brother's over here like, what's going on? He's like, don't come in. And that happens for like 12, 24 to 48 hours later. Mans is no longer a werewolf, and he's like, oh, what happened? And he comes out a transformation god. He's sort of starting to feel like a transformation god, like a transformation god, transformation god. So, Mans now fully mastered his transformation, goes werewolf mode, and porks the werewolf broad. You know, just sort of canonical events. And he makes himself a bunch of werewolf meals. I'm sort of starting to like go off here. So Mans gets bored of the werewolf lifestyle. He gets bored of the werewolf lifestyle. And by the way, I don't know why the frick, like, why. Anyway, he gets bored of it. I built him a influencer desk. So Mans has made many a critically acclaimed video. It's honestly incredible once you know the critically acclaimed video, you'll get to understand it. Yeah, here they are. So there's inspired flirty hit the flirty. Cheer flu flirty vlog video. I need money, 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 I need money. And there's literally just my address. There's up and out sponsor with a heave and a ho, let's a go. So all of these combined are making him like $500 to $1,000 a month, and that's how you make passive income. Anyway, that was actually days ago. There might be even more videos that I've uploaded. Nope. Anyway, Flutternut Scunterkunk. He's got plenty of voyage ahead of him because I'm considering perusing one of the other worlds. I don't know which one is suiting him right now. But someday. Anyway, Master of Mixology, that was a pretty weird time. This was before the werewolf thing and during the werewolf thing. I was just speed running the chef aspirations. So Mans was making food. Man, that is sad. This was in his old house. I just had him cranking out meals. It was depressing. Man's job was to create a meal. He was a master chef in that. Then I made him the master chef in this. So like he doesn't want to make food ever again. So I thought in that similar vein, Man's you know should master mixology. So I got him this cheap arse, like cheapest run of the mill, like transportable bar, and I was like, friggin' knock yourself out, and he did. So he made 4 drinks every night for 3 days and 3 nights until he prayed to God that he would no longer revel in sin, and that was the day that he actually got granted the master mixologist skill, and that's why he's a juice master now. As you can see, God has finally granted him his final wish of being a um, como se dice juice god. He's a juice god among men. He juices elegantly. So that's mostly what's been going on. And of course, there's a social group which I now use to get his booty up. And also, don't be mean to Scunterkunk or he will fire you. That is a mandated rule. You always have to approve of him. So that's pretty much everything. Except throughout his life, he's been an indoorsy people person. But recently, he's gotten into the awful habit, just awful, like it's a terrible life choice. It, destroys homes and the people that are addicted to them. It's a junk food fiend. Man's just can't stop eating bags of potato chips, and any food he eats, he needs to add bacon bits to. It just doesn't matter what it is. It could be cereal, it could be like a grilled cheese, it could be a cake, it could be pancakes, it could be honestly just rice. He could just slap anything on freaking anything. He couldn't slap anything on anything. It would just be sugar bacon bits. Man's is not well, but at least he has biffes in different area codes. So let me count my biffes real quick. And by the way, each biff that he has, I have made sure to pork. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 42, 42 biffes. He's got 42 biffes that he's porked. And most of these he's porked multiple times to get that relationship up for the player achievement. He's also such a Riz god that Mans can just be like, hold on, let me see. Do I know you? I don't know you. I know you. There we go. He can just be like relationship. He's already engaged with this broad. He can just change her relationship, and he can just be like, hey, accept me frickin' other people. And there's like a 99% chance that she'll just be like, okay. Whatever you say. So I've done that with most of the broads, but now that I've got the player achievement, it means that it's on by default. They're just like, oh, you, and they don't get jealous because he's the man's meat to feed. Then we love that for him. We love that for him. So yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of his lore. Let me know if you have any questions.